Hadin ka jingmi hakalat pthai Khubor halor ka jingthmu ka sarkar jylla bantei da ka shopping mall haga jaka jangkawe ka office tanat sarkar ka PWD ka badan menta ha Barik pon tang hadin ka to ka nisngi kiri paj ba kan thop ya kinong 3 months ngobha ki officer sarkar bula shong that kinong put nang rwai ban nong tem ba pau ha ka jylla bat kiwe klapan pau ya ka jingsong Pyrshah ya ka ni ka jingthmu ka sarkar dakaba ki ba bon hi kilong balada ya kat kum ka jingthmu ka sarkar kala ban kata ya ka khoi ka suba ka jingmi kil air yutung namar kat ka shopping mall anomla ban kiar na kini khamtam ba kadai hapring ka sor kila ban rap shishu ba ka sor ka dan kam ya jaka pan tha phlang ni ga jaka shongkai pangat ki ba jangam om da ka shopping mall bat ru kala ban kata ya ka jingtheng kali namar hakni ka than ka dei barbor ka basak kot bhagi kali
ke jumur kani ka shopping mall mo utar rangi phai skui kalian kalong bahang te rangi la ban bu ya ka office jong ka perudi existing office perudi ban modify ki ban design ki kumba dei ban design aku karku monika juk umanta ha ka juk building ila ban bu ya ka parking space ke bahaya mo ti bar haju building ila ban bu ki quarters government perudi quarters rani kiwi dah ti instead of converting to shopping mall.
Hello. To discuss this Barik issue, I think we need to have a public consultation because the government alone cannot take such a far-reaching decision. To have a mall in the middle of the city and just short of 1 kilometer of the state secretariat is not acceptable. Also because, as the health minister today said to the Shillong Times, the civil hospital is just next door, the cancer wing of the civil hospital. And then you have the state library on the other side, and you have the monument of Ukyang Nongba also there. So how can you turn that whole place into a commercial complex? Besides, it's going to create a lot of traffic jam, and you don't want people from everywhere to come and converge in the middle of the city. All the malls are normally constructed outside the city premises. Anywhere you go, you'll find that malls are located in the suburbs. I have been to many parts of the world and I found that malls are not created or built in the middle of a township. Then the other part is also that the government itself had called for tenders for the design of that place, and they've called it the iconic place. How can a mall now be called an iconic structure? So I think they should have gone ahead with that first design that was given to them, which was going to be a small replica of Meghalaya, which is going to be the brand of Meghalaya as a green city, of Meghalaya as a green state that you want to sell to the tourists. After all, branding is important. The tourists are not going to come here to see a mall. And for ordinary citizens, going to a mall is not just to buy, it means also to do many other things, and that place is too small for such a concept. So if you look at the overall picture, I think it is a very, very bad idea on the part of the state government, and I think they should not go ahead with this idea. They should get more public opinion. After all, we are going to be the stakeholders of the city. Our children and grandchildren are going to grow up here, and they will really curse us if we don't say something today. We need that place to be a green space, to be a space for relaxation, a place where people can have book reading sessions, poetry reading sessions, young people can go, little children can go and have drawing competitions like they used to do in the Hydri Park once upon a time. So we need to expand these green spaces in and around Shillong. So that's why the Barik Mall project is not a good project at all. I think that is an excellent plan, and they have got the best architects to present their designs. And one of them is also in collaboration with the local architect, Iban Maukro. They've presented a beautiful design. Now, if they are saying that they don't have money to build such a thing, they can explore the possibilities of private public partnerships, and there can be many ways in which you can get the money if you choose to. But probably government already has pre-planned design for that. I don't know. It looks to me like a money making ploy. So it's never good to turn everything into a commercial venture. It's not good. There is such a thing as a social space. That place is supposed to be a social space. I think that people should come together now. People should not take this lying down. Some groups are exploring the possibilities of a PIL. So we hope that this project, like the Taraghar project, will also be stopped in its tracks, because it's not a good project. You don't want, Shillong already is so full of these concrete structures, and it extracts a cost on the environment. So we don't want anything that will aggravate the environment any further.
I think the government has made a blunder by deciding to sidestep the winning competition, the winning architectural design that was meant for the PWD area in Barik. I just feel that as a citizen, as a musician, as a human being, in this time, especially in Shillong, a beautiful place like Shillong, my home, I was born and brought up here. I just feel that it's going to be a crime if our leaders or the people that we expected to lead us make decisions like this to build shopping malls with branded companies coming in, and comparing it to Saket in Delhi, the city walk and things like that. Come on, I mean, this is totally. Just the thought of it is atrocious. Just the thought of it. I think here we need more. If I need to go out, I need to drive out of Shillong, at least about 25 minutes, which is not too bad compared to other cities, to be with nature. In Shillong itself, I mean, we don't have open spaces. We don't have places like that. We have a lot of buildings all over the place. And I think it's high time that our leaders think about the people more than about business and about money. Everything in the end boils down to money. Come on, man. I mean, how much money does one person need? Batin Song, he mentioned that by building the mall, there's going to be history made. No, I don't think so. Nobody makes history by building a mall. They make money, but not history. And I think our people here, we deserve better than that. So I think they got to go back and think about it. And as leaders of Meghalaya, we are democracy. I think they should consult the people. If they've had a fair and square competition that Iban won, I think they should honor that. They should honor that. And I saw the whole interview on T7 with Iban, and I see that the design has incorporated a lot of things. I'm sure with discussion they can make a few changes there if they want to get more shops in or something. But as a musician, I've been in music now 40 years, since 1980. Shillong, we still don't have one auditorium, world-class auditorium. Everybody talks about Shillong, rock capital, this, that. We don't have one to our name up till now. The last one that was supposed to be made when late E.K. Maulong was the chief minister. Now it's the assembly, ad hoc assembly there. Yes. That place was supposed to have been, I think a lot of young people won't know about this, but I remember that because I was following it. A lot of it, that was supposed to be in the new auditorium for arts and culture in Shillong. So I used to follow PCN News, and I heard that they had spent 4 crores on that, just the shell. And the building was given to a lady contractor who doesn't know anything about auditoriums, who doesn't know anything about acoustics and all those kind of things. 4 crores was spent on that shell. Then the assembly got burned down. Then they decided to make that into the ad hoc assembly. And then they spent some more money, microphones, this, that. You just think about it. I filed an RTI when it first came out. I never got any reply to that. I was the first one to file an RTI regarding that. So up till now, we are still waiting as musicians, as artists in Shillong, and I speak on behalf of the whole artist community. We have not got one proper place that we can be proud of. the State Central Library is the State Central Library. When we bring bands from outside the country in there, it's a disgrace.
Yes.
The bathrooms smell, there's no proper water, sanitation, you know. Nothing that we can be proud of. You go to Manipur, they have the open air theatres, they take pride in their arts and culture.
Yes.
Here it's just name. And I hope that changes. I want that to change. So if this happens here, Baiban has incorporated an amphitheatre, which is going to serve for all of us musicians and artists, drama, whatever, you know. And he's also incorporated a space for artists where they can display their paintings, you know, a proper place for them to display their paintings with pride. That's what we need.
Nakaliang tong ka Fridays for Future Meghalaya, Fridays for Future Shillong. Ngidap da ka jinglingo kan ba hakum kan ka por ba kitmu ban tay da kata ka mall lane kata ka shopping complex ka ba he hado kata mangi kata ka Fridays for Future ka de ka kinhun tong ki khana samla ba ki akran na benta ka mariang na benta ban kumno ki lat ki bangi la ban shimbat ki ba ki lat mo ba ngan ong biang bangi de ban shim lane bangi ban ya telilang ban crunch phang ka mariang lane ki lat ya da mariang nakata ka daw mangingim kwa ba kata ka jing tay mall na ngan shu ai nuksa khoi kinwan rai kita ki mall kin tay ki dukan ki bahe ban ngala atip lupa di wan rai ta ki mall kinwan rai ki dukan kum ki Zara ki H&M bat ki we ladangi tip kita ki dukan kum ki Zara ki H&M ki de ki ba pelut bha la ne ki ba pinjabo bha shaki we ki ri namar bale ki snai kita ki jan che ki snai kita ki jan Bangladesh sha Vietnam she bat ki ne ki but kini ki factory kinong tri bala ki batri ha kini ki factory ki haban ma di ki jing ki babonjat ha jing chna na mata kita ki mar khnang man shu shnai ki mar ha dor ka batat nei sa di pat ki dor ki ba de ki shiphosha ar phosha ban di hai ta ki mol te ka jinglinga ka long ba kin shnai kinwan ra kita ki mol kinwan ra kita ki company ki bahe ban shong hang ta hamol kini hi ki bri ki bala he spa ki ban let ru kini hi ki bahe spa kamut ba ye kita ki jan lane ki tiar ki be ki dia kin David kita ki bala pelut kan nomor ba ki David kita ki banwan ra ki branded products ma kum ki Zara ki H&M lane jat pi ki jat te hakata ka poru kan long ma it will just lead to further concretization but ngitip ru ba kata ka concretization kalong ka basnio no ba it leads to the development of heat jungles haka Shillong ladangi pej rumah Shillong ladangi let kum chaklam malki but ladangi yang happy bi ngin lap ya ka jing pher jong ka temperature ane jong ka jing khloj kata ru ka di koin mar bawale kata di ka concretization ane ka rapid urbanization ba hado kata ba kam ailat chu ken ba ya kamariang kan phu kan phiang kum ba ka de ban phu ti kata ka wi di ka jing lingo changi bale ba kilada don lupa ka jing thmu bansna ya kata ka park lane kata ka iconic place ma te menta kensan ki shipen kelano te komdi ke bangin lingo no bakadon ke balindat ka shai kedar bakadon ke shalindat baki temu wan pen kelano na kata ka jingchna ya kata ka iconic place shaka shopping mall kan dia kata di ka we ka jing angnot kan bangim la wan sung thu ba don kum kata ka jing thu ka ba sung tenat bat ka bala itenat haru kumangi la iya kata ka ya kata ka blueprint ma ya kata ka plan ba bagi preserve dan yakin yada ya kata ka heritage jong ka Shillong bat ki ba pin kring ki beri wan sene ki beri na bar ki dang wan sene ban wan pet ya ka jing ngam jong ka Shillong Henry mengipat ngikau bantai dah kita kimal, tiga kadan jing fair iya kan bas sadakar gidan kita kimal, senior gidan kita kimal dia muda kajing pu jing piang sang Shillong rum dan syuk, wat kalong bangi sebut teneng ikiway, wat ngim dan syuk kata ke bangi la ban long kiban long proud lane kiban hot ban long proud kan ya kata kajing long nong Meghalaya lane kajing long nong Shillong sangi.
Ngapai TV man kasi ngai i kata ka interview ba kia propose ban le ban beautify Shillong ban beautify Shillong ngalengok ba kadon ke proposal ba ong ban sina daga shopping mall ka shopping ka ban sina shopping mall ngam try kata ka beautification jong Shillong ko beautification Shillong make Shillong green sina ki ken Japang ken ja song thai ki ken kinunu ba atrak ban ong daga yo te kajing le si kan mi be ka jakla itu Semua kayu plus tu kayu kandon kidukan desa, kindon kijin dejan, kijing di. Apa ki jakla kin minum tu. Si ipin berat gitu, cisngi asli pedang laban. Ban counter gitu mah ban telakam. Dari kini cisngi sepoi kepur ba lele gitu berat jakla tu sulas ngap ngap. Ti suki ke jakla ba antu. Aba fi ban modifier Shillong. Modify in such a way dah bahkan attract ke Shillong. Beli bencana ke shopping mall. Setelah shopping mall bencana kampaji na Shillong kan. Tas nomor shopping mall tika parking kan ben kat ka shopping mall ni. Nama kena wan tiet mo, ibon tiet tang wijai patun dia wan sangut sekali. Dia parking he. Aba ong ba kajaka ya baru kan kena ben apply. Urung bahe no baret ni. Welcome. Beli ben spesifik tang nama tak itu ke hek ya. Nyap kan kata te. Nam so ya.
Kemudian pastor mau macam nak standar shopping mall. Standar ni mak tahu kita ni
hi-fi. Tak so ya hap kan kumta. Nam so ya. Pio mun ke standar shopping mall tu pin bu kitiar kiba siajar saneng. Uni urit atas kaman umpeju. Nomor ko non pai sitai. Un pai ko no kador hang tu nirung nama. Unde buli tiet tang tu katiar la tiet ka branded. Kinuan bu ki branded ketiar lah lupa ki ba jong ki kom Adidas ki so many things gitu ki kajan jong ki ke baram no boleh ngihap tip pakai kerteng de ke baram jong ki beli ke t-shirt nowe pila benyo lai spa so spa ke jong ki de ki hajar bepihap tip ke kerteng jong ki rutin tak ada rem ti bari amla suban ki tu
pila men le kom nei ka no ken pila men thiap ya kata katengka chano ken penrai kita kitengka da ka bale ya kata ka mall Pigwa benlong ba kanlong pi ong kumno ba kanlong kum ka sakit. Pitip niya maki parlok jong agi besa chatheu Delhi lang ngi la kadang ya kato ka sakit. Kacabo ka bami nang to na sakit. Ba pinkit ta ki trok pu trok ro. Chano pni pret la syai hang tel hap pediang jong ka station Shillong hap pediang ka baki ong ta ka pareng the heart of town. Nyepret chana chaklau malki bacan ya chaklau malki nane chana penyepret chana ken ki ben mi nang tau kita ki branded stores kita ki plastik ki ben mi nang tau ki caban ki ben mi nang tau henry pim ai lat re yangi kum ki penong put nong tiam bangin grow bangin hikai ya ka generation ke basyadien bakin kumno bakin nang ban recop ya la kata kasap ndon cakare kum kita hakane ka snong chungi ndon cakare namar bon stang ki bakwa ban bu ya la de shimiat ban kau ya la de shimiat kim perkhat re kita ki di kinong yalam lentai chong kaneka chat ban ro chungi tangi ila long ubat chat lupa kum kita kinong yalam ta perkhat bah
Building another mall, another building in an open space like Barik Point, I think it doesn't, it will not be a new Shillong or a better Shillong, like they said. So I feel that, that entire open space, we need open spaces. When we go abroad, we find there is so much open space everywhere, Here when you come, if you happen to walk in the evening, not now, because when the normal situations, when you happen to be in the cathedral compound in the evening, you'll find so many people come and not only to pray, they come here just to spend time to have an open space. Why? It's because of lack of open space. In Shillong, we don't have open space. We have parks. We have the Words Lake, but they have a specific time. They close down by 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And public, they have entrance fees. So public actually have no place to go where they can spend some valuable time with friends just to sit down and gossip. So what I feel is that buildings can always be made anywhere. I think the new Shillong is there. The government can make buildings there. They can make malls as per their plans, because it may be required also, malls may be required. But in the Barik Point, what I would suggest personally, I feel it is the opinion of the general public also, that we need an open space. I think that area should be kept an open. There should be a lot of greenery, have trees and have an open space. When we go abroad, we find that there are places where, musicians and artists, they'll come and display their art, or they can just sing songs, and people, will have, will enjoy those kind of sceneries. So I think, so if you keep an open space and allow such kind of activities to take place in that Barik point, I think that will be more helpful for Shillong.
Ai ni hak ban penhikai biang yu kini kinong mi khmat jongi ba kide kinong mi khmat hang te bal ajit ki pat ba par ka kamram jongki kalong ba kin trekam haba ki pen urlong ya ki jing khmi lingki jongki pat ba kam dei ka ying ne ka kam shimet jongki ka dei ba ki represent ya ka jing angnut jongki pat ba la ka dei hakano ka liang ru bat bon sien ki dei ban pen ngap thu shwa ya ka jing don kam bat ka jing kwa jongki pat ba bat pen urlong ya kata diki an diki policy diki ni tai handre ngatharai hang ni ha Meghalaya kala Shillong jing melien ba kita sla song suki ki ngau kumba ka state government ka dei ka company jongki barok ki kwa le CEO ben bat kani kalong ka ek babakla timenta hakani ka kenti ka bayadai bat kate ka Barik point bun pat ba ula penpau kata ka jing angnut bangim don kam mendai tang bangim kwa ngim don kam ya ka shopping mall bat ki ka jing mudru jang pat ba kalong ba katu ka jaka ka di ban long ka jaka jaki pat ba bat bakadai ban don kata ka haka ka ba penpau ya ka jinglong kerpang jongi hang ni ha Meghalaya ka ba pen sngo khlo yang ni bangilong kita kinong song snong jaka ni ka sorba Shillong ba jaka Meghalaya ngim kwa ban pendon kam ka te ka jaka ban chupen buat teneng ya kiwe sabar kita ki shopping mall kini kita wat la kat taru kini ki ong kin le bet kat bamon nambar nak semua thu sai ba ka interest jongki kalong bani ai contract bani tei ya kata kamol bat shosho nang ta bani strike deal bat kini ki company bahek ban wan play dukan hang ta kat kati ka jaka hang tei jing sisa kala ban kersan kam ya bun ki local stru lada kam dei hakarukom jaka shopping mall nama shopping mall kin wan ki company te Manga maping in Shillong tang kinong pledging hang to. Lane ki sales people hang to. Ki ba supen ijan, ki ba yarap ban khliap ki jan la ada ya penpra ki pat ba hang to. Ngim don kam kita ki suham ne ki select city mall kini kita. Sakawai ru lada ka to ka jaka ngila ban kham thung ding ban long ka jaka ka balong open. Haba ki khna ki rangba ki temen ki la ban ya songkai ban ya yat kai. Ban long ki program ki baper bat ru bandan ki dukan mo ngam ong ba bandan kam bandan dukan ndai ki dukan ru kum kino te kat nongot nanga na phi ngidan kata ka pisa man thiet ka wai ka sopti kepada ki phau hajar dangla ba ailat ikini ki nong di madan jongi ki bakin wan lam ki jan ki nap ki ba bit ba biang kalat kala kadi ban long ba jan miet le se kadi ka night market bakin wan ki kena samla ki ba nang man shet bania penpau ya ka local cuisine hang tu ha ka por so yang ka por so phi ka por so shang kin wan ki kong kin di hang tu ngim dan kam ya kata sakawai ru smule ran ban ong bahana kata ka Shillong kam dan jaka kam dan kam ya ka ya ki ding siet ne ka jingjer ngam ngala I komik iti ba prestun bi ong gumta namar ba jing sisa kat bangidang ya lat ngidei ban persang ban penjer ngam ya ka sorba jongi ti bahkan bit ban biang ka kwat ka khiaru but ka quality of life hi bra kawai handre itu pada ong hanangim don kam ne kam don jaka kat ketika jaka menta ladang ithung ki ding kan long ka ek ka baharu namal baka don harut surok ma I ong hana baka don harut surok la batai ra kamol jing sisa lada ithung ki ding ki sit ka kham duna ka pollution kan kham duna ka kani ka jing Sawa kini ki hon kali kini kita nalor baka don sa hospital lam ka hajan ti iong hana ba lada kwa kita ka jing jerngam khelet chaniu Shillong na kwa awan pen kan mau mo jing sisa kini jaka bakin banda kerpang itu ka jing jerngam New Shillong kila ayelit tei ki yeng pakidulan sitai kila ayelit tu haka dor siting ka square foot Atuk atuk ki klau ki betam. Mentah ki ong hana lada fikwa ya ka jerngam le chatai. Chatai rum dan jerngam sore. Da fikwa bantai kum kata. Kai hap banda keli banyak naki pajba ki kwa ne em. Bat lada ki pajba ki ong em kamut em. Kam dei ka rai tang jong ki. Tang jong i marwei. Ne jong i bat ki wei ki ministaro. Namar ki don hang tei tang ban pen urlong ya ka jing ang nu jang ki pajba. Ti sakawai ru ngidi ban kan mau ba jing sisa kan ka juk mentah. Shawai ki jylla, shawai ki ri ki la sedang man penduk no iki ni mall. Nama labun kan ka online shopping ni ka time don kam syu iki ni mall. Hadin habut nget jangai sai press conference bang in ong wan lam kam iki samla. Ngakwa ban ong iki samla wat num sha ban yalam bakala kan ni ka dei tang ka jing pen thame. Namar ba ka mall ka dei hi na bentaki hespa. Ki badiru ki hespa ki bathit ki hespa. Non don jaka yang ngai phi. Tengah kuat ban kentu ya barok ki nongsong snong hasarba bat chawairu. Nama kani kadai ka capital jong ka state. Ki wei ki beriau na ki wei ki district ki don hak. Ban muddur bat ban ong hakan kur kom ki kuat ban yo i kani ka sarba jong i. Bat hato ka ba ngi bu mentah bangi penyeng ne bangi kan long ka bangi ngi sngo khlo hadin habut hadin chi posnam at posnam ne kan long ka ba sukhang dam. Bun na dukan hang ni hasorba ru sukhang dam no namar ba mla bandon kum kata ka capital banya wai wat ye dukan ti ngatharai ka Shillong kum ba sukran with arrogance ba ong bangin lebet bangin arai tingin lebet hendrai don kam ban pen ma ki ba phim don hot ban rai ki pat ba ki ban rai bat kin hap ban ngap ki pat ba bat ngakwa ban kentu i wei inong snong jong ni ka jylla Meghalaya. Balada pisngau sisa bakte ka jaka om dei ban pen sniu dur ban pen le no e ya ka da ka bate dak takamol ba pin mi pin kran pin ong e halor kani. Namar ba menswa ni dan kata ka jing sungsi ba hapor ba sedang tei halor ki ki wa jongi. Bun kini ki revenue land ki badan hajan ki wa. Jing sisa di ban pelat lu je tu khnang bakawa hapor baslap jur kan he kan ya chatu pet ke ka wa ong khra ta su tei lu de ki building tu hajrong klam dan ba ong klam dan pet sange kitu ki jing tei ti menta ka kenti ru kan ni ka generation bat kini ki bakam samla kim dei ban sha ba kini ki baraha spa baraha bor kin diktit bat kin pen snew but penjular sendon ya kani kasar. Nama ka Shillong is Shillong. We do not want it to be a Guwahati. Lada fisngu it ki mall beli pimit sa Guwahati. Bakam internet bakas snew dur bakam internet menyo ring mensim ka khut. Ring ong leer bakhut. Ti? Wa apa de ban wan ban penjular hang ni ka jaka ka babit babiang ba ngi internet ban im. Ka bam la long. Da lei